Greetings. Good morning. Good day. Good evening, wherever you are in the world today. As we begin this meditation session, our first practice of focused attention, which is to gather ourselves. I like to say to be with ourselves and center. These practices, I have found my own way of doing them. At the same time, they have been influenced by practices across the board in different places that I have been privileged to have been able to practice and learn and experiment. For some of you, it might be the first time that you are engaging in an embodied awareness practice where we slow down, do nothing, and be with our inner experience in different ways. Some more open awareness and some shifting towards more actively engaging the mind. So for this practice, releasing everything, letting go, and returning to a natural state of rest. Make yourself comfortable now. And before you settle into a stationary position, whether it's sitting down or lying down, preferably, rather than, in this case, walking or standing, we look for this position. And as we do that, we apply some level of kindness and warm-heartedness towards ourselves. So we choose something that supports our body. It feels nice. Again, for some, that would be the supine position, lying flat on your back. And others, you're sitting upright. So get a sense of shifting your position into a posture, into a position that supports you in your practice, supports relaxation, and some kind of, let's say, energized tranquility. Bring our awareness, our attention to the body, to the feet first. Let's land our attention on our feet to create an anchor point that will support us for the rest of the session. This session of meditation and the entire session today. Notice you might want to wriggle your toes before you settle them. So bringing some kind of we like to say exquisite, focused attention with a sense of lightness to your feet, to your toes, to your ankles. And as you apply gently, just a slight amount of pressure against the surface your feet are resting on, allow yourself to feel connected or wonder at least about gravity and the surface that is supporting you. Letting our attention rest there. What if you were to allow yourself to accept and nourish a sense of feeling supported. You can scan your entire body now as you do that, noticing other contact points, whether it's your hands resting on your lap or a surface, your sits bone, your back, whatever it is for you. The parts of the body directly or indirectly in touch with the ground, currently in contact with the earth, the element of the earth, represented by the experiences and the qualities of stability, firmness, its ability to support and hold us. So N for noticing those parts of the body. Again, whether it's the feet, the sits bone, any posterior parts of our body maybe. Noticing the sensations there. And then releasing ourselves, letting go. Trusting ourselves to the ground. Letting our body rest freely on the surface, supported by the earth element. And especially supported in this process of gradually, slowly, and gently releasing physical tension. So in that, we can for a little while be aware again of our feet and toes, accepting the invitation to let go of the tension there. Our legs, pelvis, the abdominal area, the lower back, our chest, shoulders, arms, all the way to the hands and fingers. Letting it all go to the rest state of ease, natural flow. So we are slowing it down, allowing the sense of ease to extend gently throughout our bodies. And you choose to send it to different parts of your body, including our facial muscles, those little muscles at the side of the mouth, those little muscles at the side of the eyes, and you can notice that your body is breathing naturally right now. So letting go of any need to control the breath, not trying to hold it back, not trying to force it forward. But instead, with some tenderness and appreciation of the body, allowing it to choose its own rhythm, to keep on breathing all by itself. And we can acknowledge that we can be sustained by the energy of the breath, the energy flowing in and out, being exchanged between our body and the rest of the planet. The exchange that happens because we are breathing. Being quiet for a moment, connected to our breathing, or at least the sensations of them. We can notice the tactile sensations of breathing as they occur throughout the body. The rise and fall of our chest and stomach. And to know our whole body is breathing. Even as we are resting still in the state of relative physical ease, verbal ease, silence, and perhaps even mental ease, where we're truly present with what's going on right here, right now. Simply stopping, simply sitting, metaphorically speaking. We can simply allow ourselves to feel that we are here intentionally. We're showing up not just for this course and other participants, the organizers and so forth. We're showing up for ourselves. Because we think it's meaningful, it's a meaningful endeavor. And with this positive perspective, we can allow ourselves to feel that we are in the right place, at the right time, with the right intentions. And even without generating any specific intentions right now, we can just truly wish for this process, for this course, for this session to be most beneficial. May every moment of every class in this course and every moment of this very session be truly beneficial for me and all sentient beings. Anchoring this intention in the depths of our body, speech, and mind. Especially our mind, of course, which is at the root of all of our activity. We can then allow ourselves to just notice the experiences of the body once again. Checking on your posture, checking on the body to see how it feels. How we feel through the body. And then gently introducing, yes, some very gentle movement to the body. You might perhaps rock back and forth again and connect again to a sense of being grounded, and present and connected in the world, moving our fingers, moving our toes. And you might even want to give a yawn and a stretch. Of course, you can do a victory dance. Whatever feels right and feels most appropriate for us to be able to come back to the body and anchor ourselves in its experience right now as we interact with the world. In this practice, we're connected with a general sense of intention. We always want to align our awareness, our attention, and our intention. And we did that in a general way. It is especially helpful as well to examine our true interests, our aspirations, our goals, our hopes, our plans, and so forth. And we can share that in the chat as well. We can journal about it. You can discuss it in breakout rooms. For now, we will do it in this way, in the chat. And for me, it's beneficial. Some of your hopes and dreams and aspirations, of course, you have an idea how it connects with the course, and some might be deeply personal. So personal or quite general, very specific. It's all absolutely fine. I'm curious. It allows me to adjust the material accordingly. It also supports us in our cognitive balance, our motivational intelligence. Becoming aware of our wishes, our desires, our plans, our intentions, aspirations. So shining the light of awareness on all of that, and then bringing wisdom, this cognitive and motivational intelligence to it. This is our ability to have our desires, our wishes. So anything we might want to share in the chat, I'm curious about that, and I'm going to read all of that. So thank you for sharing. I will give you a moment to get any water or anything else you need. And then we will again connect with this sensation of rest and relaxation for 30 seconds or so as we enter into a cognitive practice, a vision quest, a practice to connect more specifically and get a bigger picture of our hopes, aspirations, and dreams. So again, you've taken your sips of water, etc., doing what's necessary, allowing ourselves to relax and feel good in our body again as we assume our meditation posture, the one we're choosing for this practice. And then once again, we bring our attention to the body, noticing the rise and fall of our chest and stomach, releasing physical tension, landing our attention on our feet again to feel supported. So as much as possible, we're just allowing ourselves to rest here deeply, eyes open, closed half mast. And we will be shifting into a vision quest. And you can choose whether you would do it with your eyes closed and in simple reflection mode. Then you can even go into lying down position, or whether you will be journaling as well in between. You can do this entire exercise, eyes open, journaling, and then pausing to have a felt sense of your experience. So allowing the body to continue relaxing with each out breath. Simply being present. Inviting our mind to be its natural creative self. We will do our vision quest, a fourfold vision quest with 5 questions. The first is about your highest hopes. What can I hope for? Especially, what can I hope for about myself? Living my values, my highest aspirations for myself, my character. If I was on my deathbed, having lived a wonderfully vibrant, rich, fulfilling life, I flourished. Looking back, what will I be saying about my character? These inequalities I've developed, exemplified. What might others be acknowledging and be inspired by? So your highest hopes for yourself, greatness. What greatness are you witnessing that inspires you to become all you can become? So envisioning genuine well-being in that framework. And then imagining how walking through that world, through the world, in that way, could be of benefit to yourself and others. So all part of this picture, this greatest possibility, picture of possibility, of genuine flourishing in your own life. What would genuine flourishing look like to me in my own life? How do I envision genuine well-being? So asking that question and resting with it so that some form of spontaneous vision or general idea can arise in the space of our mind. It might be detailed. It might be very generic. For some, it might even just be a feeling. So you might be holding it in a wordless way. Or valuable, general idea of what that genuine flourishing might look like for us. And then something new in the practice. This response from ourselves, our responsiveness, friendliness, kindness, wishing. May that be so. Allowing ourselves to move towards and experience and realize that hope, fulfill that dream. Still breathing naturally, we breathe life into this wish. May it be so. With each out breath, And we can take in a sense of optimistic outcomes of some kind of impact on the world. That includes receiving support and resources, those that are there and those people are inspired to offer, and those we need to attain this genuine well-being, to be all you can be and exemplify your truest values and qualities, and give your gifts to the world. To attain this genuine well-being, to experience this genuine flourishing, what types of support and resources do I need to get from others and from the world as part of these optimistic outcomes? So you can always heighten your hopes and optimize for optimistic outcomes. Once again, asking this question internally in your own way, with or without words. Resting with the space of the mind so that something can come up as our vision, our general understanding of this. Whatever it is that comes to our mind, these types of support that we are receiving, the resources we have greater access to. May it be so. May I receive those and accept them wholeheartedly. Maybe even drawing them towards ourselves with each in-breath. Still breathing naturally, still resting. Beyond that, to experience this genuine well-being. We come to, yes, reality of there are obstacles, and there are obstacles within ourselves from our evolutionary past and personal past. So how do we get in our own ways? What do I need to change in myself? Not in terms of rejecting who I am. To the contrary, we're doing that already. Accepting all parts of me and still changing habits of rejecting myself, of judging myself, of unfriendliness, and any other specific habits specific to my personality, past learning for survival. Letting go, what might I let go of? What habit of getting in my own way can I let go of? And in its place, cultivating other habits. So to make room, letting go of grievances to make room for the miracle, I like to say. What is it I would like to change and adjust in the long run? Once again, some general idea comes up, and we respond to it by wishing. May it be so. May I bring that change about. May I manifest this transformation, uncover my unbind my true potential. And getting a sense of this vision of genuine flourishing, genuine well-being, genuine happiness. And that how making these changes is already part of the gift you can share with the world. And how it will help you share your gifts with the world in more meaningful ways. And we can formulate this expectation, expand our expectations as we let go of those negative expectations, those limiting ones. What's the most meaningful thing I would like to offer? And once again, something might come up, some general feeling, idea, understanding. And we respond to that by thinking, may it be so. And then as we breathe naturally, imagining spreading that gift across the world, trusting it to all beings, transforming the world in that way. And as we imagine sharing goodness with the world, we can also use this opportunity to seal the session. First, with a commitment, money strategy, walking in the world. What is one small change I can make? A new thought I can think, a new behavior. Carry this new expectation perhaps forward. What change in my thinking, in my behavior, and so forth. So instead of that one thing where I get in my own way, perhaps thinking that thought that makes me anxious, that makes me do that, then overeat. So some part of that habit loop. Choose one part and commit to reflection during the day and making a change, interrupting some negative habit loop. This might be a simple act for 10 seconds of simply pausing and introducing a focus on your breath, wriggling your toes and fingers for 10 seconds, moving, doing a victory dance for 10 seconds, and so on. And now we seal the session with mental dedication. May it be so. Thinking that whatever goodness we've been able to apply and accumulate in this practice with infinite generosity, we mentally share with the world at large and with all beings in it. Along with that gift we were just thinking about, so that not just for ourselves, but others might truly become embodiments and recipients and related to this course of loving kindness, compassion, empathetic joy, and equanimity. Of these values and virtues we will exemplify. With that, we release all thoughts and aspirations, returning to our body, noticing its experience and sensations, and how we feel right now in general. Just noticing our state, and then with tenderness and kindness, introducing some movement. We can walk back and forth, again, moving fingers and toes, stretching, dancing, and slowly concluding both this meditation session and this class, if that is the case. And with your journaling, feel free to capture your experience, any shifts, any plans specifically, and then you can keep a process journal, what you're learning from it all. And thank you for your practice.